What's up, you guys? Slasher Movie Reviews here to do a full spoiler review for Divergent, which means if you haven't seen the movie, you need to leave. Leave. Like, bye-bye. I hate to kick you out, but I mean to kick you out. However, I did record a full spoiler-free review, so go check out that instead. As a fan of the novels, you guys, I love this movie, you guys. I loved this movie. Let's start off with the opening to this movie, you guys. I love the opening to this movie. Trish's sort of monologue is awesome, talking about the war. We're seeing like this Chicago. I like it a lot. But I really liked seeing the hairs fall when her mom was cutting her hair. She opens up the mirror and she's only allowed to look at the mirror for a little bit of time. That's all directly from the book. And I was like, yes! I like where this is going. Then we take the aptitude test. And the aptitude test was so freaking trippy. I think the aptitude test was like the part of the movie where I was like, I like this. I like this adaptation. I like where they're going. But the moment where I fell in love with this movie was the Dauntless Run. It's after the choosing ceremony, and we just saw that heartbreaking face on her parents when they saw that Trish and Caleb were going to different factions, and Trish is starting to run with the Dauntless, and they start kicking in Run Boy Run by Woodkid. It is such a cool scene, running. I'm just like, Dauntless! She's climbing up there, Run Boy Run is kicking in, she gets up there, and the Dauntless people start running. She has to jump on the train, and then she has to jump off the train, and I love the way that whole scene is filmed, especially when she's on the train, and like you see, like, and it's all in like one take where she like looks down and like goes down on the ground, and you look up there, and then like the Dauntless people start jumping off the train. I love that. I love that so freaking much. I love Trish when she jumped down off the building, because I love that. That's directly from the book. First jumper stiff. Yeah. I love our little introduction to 4. He's like, you can pick a new name if you like. I will admit, once we got into the Dauntless compound, things began to a little slow down. There was a little bit of a pacing issue there. Now, watching the film, I knew that Kate Winslet was pregnant during the movie, so I'm not gonna lie, every time I saw her and she had like a bag in front of her, I admire your dignity to die for what you stand for, but so will I. I just knew that she was sort of hiding her big open sign that, you know, hey, look, I had sex, look at my hump. The way Neil Burger directs the zipline scene is just so incredible. He really gives you like this bird's eye view perspective. So when Trish is sort of flying through the city of Chicago on that zip line, you feel like you're flying there with her. And then MA3's I Need You and start kicking it. So fantastic. And Trish is flying, and I'm just like, so good. So freaking good. The theater landscapes, you guys, were freaking-tastic. I love the theater landscape. So good, so good. Just love that line Trish gives. You're not gonna shoot me. Why does everybody keep saying that? This really has nothing to do with the movie itself, but last night I finished Allegiant for the first time. Quick review of Allegiant. I didn't like Allegiant. I didn't. And it's not because of the shocker, that little shocker at the end. It's not because of that. Matter of fact, I actually thought that was actually beautiful. And the whole ending was just beautiful and poetic. And it was just absolutely amazing. And I applaud Veronica Roth for being so ballsy in that. But everything that came before that just frustrated me so much. However, I am still a big fan of the series. When it comes to book to movie adaptations, I've said this 100 times, I'm okay with changes. I am perfectly fine if Madge is not in the Hunger Games. If I had to say what was one thing from the book I kind of wish was in the movie, it was Peter getting stabbed in the eye. At least I think it was Peter. I know, I'm sick, I'm twisted. Forgive me, I watch a lot of horror movies. Also, there's no Uriah in this movie. And while when I heard there was going to be no Uriah, I'm not going to lie, my expectations were like, whew. However, he's supposed to come in Insurgent, and honestly, while watching the film, I could totally see why there was no Uriah. There's a lot of characters in Divergent, and to just add more and more characters just would have made the film really, really hard for newcomers. And I think that's a problem that I had with the movie. I think if you've never read the books, you're going to have a hard time following this film. Not saying that the plot is complicated, but Chicago, the complexity of Chicago is a lot to take in for newcomers. Knowing all the factions, the roles that they play, and all the characters and the traits, it's a lot. So I can understand why Uriah didn't make the cut. I love Shailene Woodley as Trish. She does a phenomenal job, and she's definitely probably the best thing about this film is her performance. And her performance when she lost her mother broke my heart just as much as it did in the book. Her crying, she's like, "Mom, Mom!" Such a good scene, you guys. Such a good scene. And like when she lost her dad, you see Caleb crying. It is so powerful. So, are you a fan of the novel? What did you think of this book to movie adaptation? Also, let me know. Were you disappointed in this movie? If you were disappointed, let me know in the comment section below what disappointed you. Also, guys, what was your favorite scene in this movie? Mine was obviously that zipline scene. So make sure you leave those thoughts in the comment section below. And until next time, you guys, I'm the Slash Movie Viewer, and you guys have just been slashed.